Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. WWE 2K25 has finally revealed who will be the WrestleMania 41 DLC pack character, but we got this from a user on X who actually has the Switch 2 version of the game, because if you guys didn't know, if you are in New Zealand, you can go on ahead and play the game out there on Switch 2. Now, you guys can go on ahead and stay tuned to this channel for more content on the Switch 2, as I will be dropping more content tomorrow as soon as I'm actually able to get my hands on this. Now, with all of that being said, Janik the Hedgehog over on X, shout out to him. He went ahead and revealed that Malachi Black is put in as a lock character for DLC on WWE 2K25, which is actually super exciting for the game. We finally have an answer to this, and honestly, it sucks that it had to come this way, because I'm sure 2K wanted to officially announce it, but those that are on Switch 2 have a updated version of the game already, something that we on Xbox Series X, PS5, PC do not yet have, because the patch has not been released with the updated character. So I definitely wanted to go on ahead, make you guys aware of that. Now, we have the personas for WrestleMania 41, which will be Cody Rhodes with the mask that looks absolutely insanely amazing from what I see here in this screenshot, and we also have Jey Uso as well for WrestleMania 41 pack. Now, I am so excited that Cody Rhodes got the mask in this game, because it's about time that we get a Cody mask version, man, because we haven't gotten it before, and they finally added it this year, and it looks like, honestly, from what I'm seeing here, it does look like the Iron Man-esque mask. So that's super exciting. Like, I know that we have a lot of issues, but I'm super excited about this, man. Like, I'm actually very, very happy about this. So I think that this is going to be a big win for everybody, man. Malachi Black is somebody who wasn't at WrestleMania, so I'm yet to understand that fact and part about him being in the WrestleMania 41 DLC pack, but there's no other answer around it. Mask Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso are locked on the Switch 2 version, and then you also have Malachi who's locked as well, so it just... that's what it is, man. And honestly, I'm cool with this, right? Because from what it looked like, or it seemed, it possibly looked like El Grande Americano could have been on there. I know we took an L with him and people called him a reskin, because we know the obvious answer to him being who he actually is Chad Gable. But Malachi Black is a really, really big win. Cornell Gunther, one of the developers for WWE 2K25, he actually mentioned, you know, some quote that people thought, okay, Malachi's coming. And this has been something with the files. As I mentioned before, I don't really like talking too much about the files. I like kind of just waiting till something like this happens, where it's not really a leak because it's already in the game, and I can, you know, I feel freely to really talk about it and have fun with it. I just don't want to mess up the surprises that, you know, those developers may have for those that, you know, haven't really seen X or whatnot, because those things really seem to scramble all over social media first, and then, you know, content creators, we talk about it and we see what's going on and we give our takes and all that good stuff. But I think that this is going to be a good way to get back on track for WWE 2K25. I think that this is a way to get back on some people's good side, because I do think that Malachi is impressive to get in the game, especially, you know, him returning so late in the year. Like, the game was already out when he returned, so it definitely is, you know, cool to really see, okay, they're doing something really, really great here. And a lot of people could tell, because certain things were changing, entrance motion names were changing, such as Nikki Bella and Goldberg. People keep talking about those two wrestlers possibly getting in the game at some point, but I really don't know if that's true, because 2K hasn't officially said anything, and I honestly wouldn't, you know, hold my breath for it. I really don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like it would have officially been revealed if it was something that was going to happen with the Switch 2 version dropping. But I do think that it is a good thing that they got the WrestleMania 41 DLC pack with the Switch 2 version dropping along with the new DLC. It seems like it is going to be just a whole new wave of content coming this way. So I think that that is truly just exciting for, you know, gamers and people that play this game. Obviously, the game has really, really, you know, bad issues over the last couple weeks, but again, this is a good way to kind of start building and ramping back up to what could possibly be, you know, another resurgence for the game, in my opinion, with it coming out on Switch 2. I think that they can't slip up anymore. I think that they can't, and my excitement obviously is pouring through this video, because that Cody mask thing, I really wanted that. I wish that they put that Cody mask on the shop. And when this first happened and was first announced, and then we saw, you know, Cody with the mask at WrestleMania, I'm like, man, they got to get this in there. I'm glad that they didn't just go with the winners. Now, Seth Rollins, I'm kind of glad they didn't go with Seth. I'm glad they didn't go with Roman because he has the glove, even though they gave him some sort of persona card, but it wasn't part of this. And I am glad that they didn't go with Punk either. I really like these two, Jay and Cody. I mean, I don't want to say I'm glad they didn't go with Punk. I feel like that would have been a cool one that people would have actually enjoyed. But I feel like with the hairstyle and everything, I just hope that they get more detailed on Punk. Even though he has a really, really great model, I want to see the hairstyle, how his hair, you know, drops off from one side, things like that. You know, I really want to see them pick up on. Nonetheless, though, man, this is incredible news. I think that, you know, hopefully things start picking up. Hopefully with the new patch, Community Creations does not break, or the Creation Suite does not break. 2K, God knows you guys can't afford this right now. You guys are going to have a lot of people hyped tomorrow with this drop. So I am excited, to say the least, about this. And I am excited to finally get my hands on the Switch 2 version and really see how that plays, man. I've always wanted some sort of handheld version. You know, for the exception of the Steam Deck, because I've already explained that myself 100 times over how I feel about the Steam Deck and the way it's optimized for it. So I do think that this is going to be a better experience for me from, you know, the handheld side, and just a better experience in general. Just not having my hands getting burnt up, being able to actually have a dock where I can just plug it in anywhere and play the game wherever I want to play it at. I just think the Switch 2 is really an amazing console for things like what I like to do. So having a wrestling game, you know, that hopefully works the way it's intended to, I think that's really going to matter a lot. Now, we have heard some things about Community Creations on the Switch 2. It doesn't sound like it's really meshed to what's the Xbox and PS5 version, and there is no custom logo uploader according to those who already have the game in their hands. So that is something to definitely go on ahead. Keep in mind that that is something that we just don't have and we don't know about. So I definitely want to go on ahead and put that information out there. Switch 2 version has the island. We'll have to see how that plays. We'll have to see how the game plays. We'll have to see if it can handle 8 men. We'll have to see what can it actually do and what can it not do. Are there any frame drops? How does the game actually, you know, play compared to an Xbox Series S, a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series X? There's a lot of questions that I definitely want answered, and we will have answered soon. And as soon as I get those answers, you guys will get those answers, because that's all I want. If you guys are going to get the Switch 2 version or are thinking about it, at least wait for me to go on ahead, drop a video. Let me help you guys out. Let me tell you guys what I think is best, if you should grab it, if you shouldn't. So I think that this is going to be a cool little Wednesday for me myself. So we'll have to see what happens, but nonetheless, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned for the next video. Make sure to stay tuned for all the good content I'm bringing this way, because I am super excited to get back on my YouTube journey. I'm feeling a little bit rejuvenated. I'm feeling good. So we're going to see what happens, man. Nonetheless, though, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.